Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Sethum and welcome back to another Conan Exiles video. So it's been a while since I've made one of these. Now the thing is, I do want to finish up this build. The only problem is I do struggle with time, so not really done much to it. So the plan for today is to basically start from this point and then make my way to the other little island of cliffs, where I will start building the foundation for what will be the arena. Now, there is a reason for that. A lot of you guys have asked me to do some tests on thralls and weapons and stuff like that, so I want to do that. But what I want to do is I want to set up a like an arena sort of type thing. Now I've got an idea of what I'm going to make it look like. I don't want it to be a box. So I'm going to be using various building pieces, specifically the arena pieces, to try and set it up. We're going to try and make it somewhat realistic, I'd say. I'm going to aim for like underground dungeons and stuff like that, where the slaves would be kept and stuff like that. So that's the plan for today. Now, just like usual, I don't really have all that much time, so I'm going to try and make the best of what I've got and try and build as much as I can. Right, I'm gonna have to go that way. Now, of course, this is going to be part of the build. There will be like, at least what I'm planning to be, like little village next to the arena. So that's what I'm thinking of doing. I'll have to set up a bridge going up to the arena. So I think this is as far as I can go. So the plan for today is to kind of get these pieces leading up to where the platform for the bridge will be. That's just because I want to keep them all in the same sort of shape and lining, so I don't want to have pieces, what's the word, how best to say this, I don't want to have pieces that don't fit in. So obviously I'll have to go with a line of foundations going all the way to that structure right there in front of me, where I will set up the platform for the bridge. At least that is the way I see it now. Obviously on the outside I'll have lots of design features on this castle. This is going to be a monstrous build, and I'm kind of looking forward to it. I do like building in the game, and I am taking my time with it. I want to build something nice. Now this is of course in single player, and maybe at some point in the future I might copy these files onto a server if I ever decide to open up a server for Conan Exiles. Half of me kind of wants to do that. I did like having the server, but it's just between 3 ARC servers and a Conan Exile server plus Raid Shadow Legends and everything else that I do on the video, it's kind of difficult to, on the channel, it's kind of difficult to do it all. So that's the problem. Now, of course, for those that have been following this building series, stuff that you'll see will be spawned in. I don't have the time to actually grind all the materials necessary to actually build what I'm planning on building. So of course there's that element to it, and it's more for design purposes and just for the fun of building, really. That is one of the things that I do like about games like Conan Exiles and Ark. Now they both have different mechanics, and on that note I did want to mention and say a great thank you to the people that have told me how the building mechanics works in Conan Exiles. They're slightly, they're similar but slightly different to Ark in that basically the higher you go with a structure from the foundation, the more it loses to how much it can support in terms of the ceilings. Now I have to have a look here. This is where I need to be careful, because I want the bridge to be part of the structure here. So it's going to be kind of like a straight angle, and then I'll have to lead into the other cliff area. So this will be like the fort itself, so I need to go from here across to kind of there. So this is where the bridge platform should be, something like this, like right here. This is where I want it to be. So that's fine. We are on the right path. I don't know what that thing's clipped onto, but hey, it works. I'm not going to question it. I'm just going to bring this all the way up just to kind of get my bearings and see where I'm going with it, and if it does line up with what I have in mind. Now the other option I have here is to set up a drawbridge, which I might look at. Okay, that looks okay. So maybe go with I want it to be 3 wide. So maybe like that. Does that look okay? Yeah, okay. It looks like it's in line with what I want it to be. Okay. And so from here we will set up a tall bridge-like structure. It's going to look very basic. I'm not going to focus on the bridge. So as I said before, I'm not going to focus on designing the bridge too much. There won't be too much design elements on it. But I got this right here. I had to go all the way down. You'll see why I did that. I'm going to spawn in some more elements that I need. Now I'm going to need ceilings. And I am going to also need a lot of foundations. We'll also need some wedge foundations as well. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to measure stuff out just to get the distances right. I think I'm happy with this. So this will be like the gatehouse sort of deal. And leading up to the castle and the fortification right there, we'll have like a little inner village. I mean, that is the idea behind a citadel, which is what I'm trying to build here. Okay, so over here, I'm just looking at the size that I've got available to kind of gauge how big I can build the arena. Bear in mind that with the arena build, I do also want to set up like a village. So there I'll use a variety of elements and structures to kind of make it look like a village. So we'll set up like a little market and stalls and stuff like that. Right, so I'm going to go with a gap of 3 foundations between each of the pillars that will be part of the bridge. And then we'll go 2 by 3 is the plan. And I hope it looks okay. So I think that should give enough space to... Yeah, it looks okay. We don't want it to be too big. So I'm going to go with another 3. Then these 2 are part of the next pillar that will be supporting the bridge. I could probably go with 4. I think I can go with 2 out from both sides. That might... I've already done it. I don't want to break the whole thing down again. So we'll do this. Yeah, that should be alright. I think it's okay. Should have probably settled for 4. In terms of space between each of the pillars. It would have meant fewer pillars, but it is what it is. I've committed to it. Might as well go with it. Okay, I'm going to have to clear this area out, so I'll do that. Yeah, we are with the bridge. We got to the other side. It doesn't look half bad. I think there's a few too many pillars supporting the bridge, but it is what it is. And this is just for orientational purposes. I do want to build some structure around the bridge, maybe a tower or something, but this is just to kind of give me an idea of where I can go with the building pieces and where I can build really, because don't forget, underneath here there is a dungeon. So I kind of now need to outline the area that the game will allow me to build in, and that's the problem right here. Okay, I can't put it there. That's fine. I'll just go out this way. Now I'm going to have like a road leading up to the arena. So again, some of these structures will be changed out for other pieces just because we will be building a road that will lead up to the arena. And obviously the inside of the arena, I'm going to make it look like something that would be somewhat historically accurate with a bit of elements of fantasy to it. You know, I'm going to add my own twist to it. Okay, so these would be the steps coming down from the bridge. Like so. And yeah, so that's what I'm after right here. So how far can I go out here? That should do just fine. See here, for example, I could set up like a little, maybe a little house, or I'm thinking some sort of a marketplace or something. I'll have to think about it. I've got the general idea of what I'm going for. Maybe I can add a few more foundations right there. That should be fine. I'm going to try and expand out as far as I can without making it look derpy. That's the point of this. Okay, that'll do. That gives me an idea. So that's as far as I can go. Now the question is, where am I going to set up the arena? So I need to kind of gauge everything. So that's the bridge right there. I am going to make archways, or try to make archways underneath it. That would look pretty neat. Over here will be the arena, and then like little settlements and houses. I'm going to make them look like houses, unlike the part of the fort, citadel, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to call it a citadel, just because I like the way it sounds. Sounds very exotic. Okay, I'm trying to gauge the distances that I need to look at. The arena does need to be the centerpiece here. I'm also thinking of things I can do to the bridge to spruce it up and make it look interesting. So maybe if I add archways when I get to the bridge at the top, that would make it look nice. I could probably try and add some structures up on top of the bridge just to make it look like a bridge, but we'll see. I'll have to think about that. I'll have to have a look at pictures of bridges, of medieval bridges, and see what I can think of. Alright, so after many attempts, I've finally settled on a location of where I'm going to set up the bridge. Now, the bridge, Jesus Christ. The arena. Now, this is going to be a very basic shape, or outline. I do want it to be, I'd say, cylindrical in shape. So I've got an idea of what I'm looking at, what I'm going to try and build. There will be, of course, the centerpiece, center part of the arena, which will be the arena itself. I'm going to set up some, I'd call them like tower structures on the outside. I have a general idea of what I'm going for, like the very basic idea with the pieces that I'm working. So yes, that's going to be kind of it. This is the entrance into the arena, or one of the entrances. I'll have two of those set up, and then we'll have these things on each side, which will probably be expanded to be slightly larger. At least that is what I'm going for. I'm trying to recycle some of the things that I have here, so I need to put a wedge right here. And sometimes it's dirty because I can't quite see where pieces are going. Can I cover that? That's fine. That'll do me just fine. Then we'll go on this side right here. And we'll go like so. Okay, so this is, I suppose, a very small section of it. And from here, I am going to... Maybe I should do the center of the arena. Oh, that would help me. I could build out from there. So we'll do that. So this is the center of the arena. And that should help me gauge where things should go. Okay, I'm happy with the size. I can't really go too big with it. That's the problem. Yeah, I'm happy. So this is as far as I had to go in order to actually put those towers in the corners. And you'll see what I'm going for later on. I am following a design that I've set up in my mind. Now I'm trying to get this right. I need some more of these. Is that right? No, that's not right. Okay, I'll need to remove that wedge. So we'll go that way. So that's the tip of the wedge. So we'll do that, and we'll go outwards towards the circle. I really don't like this view, but I need it in first person just to gauge. Oh, I wish that wasn't a thing. I kind of regret creating this female character now, but unfortunately I can't change out the character, which is a bit annoying. Not unless I open up a server, create a clan, have members in it, and then I can change my character without losing all my progress. So that's one of the reasons I'm thinking of maybe converting one of my Ark servers into a Conan Exiles server, just for that reason. That would allow me to change out this character into actually having a male character. This is quite annoying. But it is what it is. I still need to carry on with the build. I might do that at some point in the future. I'll have to speak with my server providers, see if I can do that. I mean, I've got 3 servers and I don't play on all 3 of them, so might as well change out to a Conan Exiles server. We have that right there. Sometimes they really don't want to clip where I want them to. And see, that's why it's annoying. So that's what it is. We'll now need some of these right there. So I'll go with this like that. So I will cut back in when this is closer to being built. Bear in mind, this is just the foundation. Okay, so this is what the general shape is. Now, the circles on the outside of the perimeter will be larger. I will extend those because I don't want them to be... I think they're tiny, so I want those to be somewhat larger. That's something I'll do in the next video. I need to come to an end, or bring this video to an end. And as I said, this is just the... this is just the base of the arena. So in the center we'll have the fighting pit where we will test the thralls against different things and weapons and all that sort of stuff. It's going to be nice and fancy. We're going to have all sorts of elements that will add to the design. I think in the next video I will continue with the arena in this section of this build. And so the first thing I want to do is expand the... let's call them towers for now. Although they won't really be towers. I might turn them into towers, though. That's something to consider. Yeah, that might possibly be a thing. It depends on... Yeah, so... yeah, maybe. Might work out. But yeah, I want to make those circles a bit bigger. Just to add to the shape of this. And then we'll have to have another entrance, stroke, exit, whatever you want to call it. I might end up having to replace some pieces on the inside of the arena just so that it looks nice and fancy. I'm thinking like the center where I'll have all the tests and fights going on, that would be of a different material. So maybe something, I don't know. I might use the arena pieces there. So I'll just for that, and then maybe at the top or where I put the walls and doorways and all that stuff, again, I'll probably use the arena pieces as well. We'll have banners and all sorts going on. And maybe with some of these towers, I can turn them into, let's call them dungeons maybe, or cages or enclosures where, that's it, enclosures where the champions and the fighters will be kept, so to speak. So that might be a thing. We'll have to probably build like a level where all of the what they called, geez, what were they called in Roman times? That's it, gladiators. So where all the gladiators would have been kept. I'm gonna have like separate locations for that, so just because it's gonna look fun. So that's kind of pretty much it. This is where the build is at this moment, and on the outside I'll set up all sorts of like little villages and houses and stuff like that. Oh, hold on a second right there. I'm trying to remove the hood. Not really going as I planned. It's been a while since that's been a thing, so let's try that again. Alright, got there in the end. So this is where I'm at the moment. And with that being said and done, I'm going to bring this video to an end. I do hope that you have enjoyed it. Join me in the next video, hopefully next week, where I will continue with this. And hopefully we will get further with what will be the fighting arena. Now, I wanted to do this, focus on this, as I said at the beginning of the video, it's simply because I do want to run some tests. I just don't have where to do it at the moment because I demolished everything else that I used in the past. So yeah, I need a arena. With that being said and done, that is pretty much it for this video, folks. I do hope that you have enjoyed it, and if you have, please don't forget to support me on the channel by hitting that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new and haven't already for more similar content from myself, and if you have just subscribed, why not check out some of my other videos and guides here on the channel. Who knows, you might just enjoy them. And don't forget to hit that bell icon so that you get notified when I upload new videos and content to the channel. Also, for those interested, you can always find me on the Sethtopia Discord. Links to this, of course, you can find down below in the video's description, as well as in a pinned comment from myself. Until next time, stay safe, folks.